Hidden in the jungles of Sri Lanka, there is a traditional village that will give you a wellness experience like you've never had before. What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you to Ulpotha. Ulpotha is found in the central regions of Sri Lanka and is very close to the cultural triangle. It's remote enough that once you step into the property, you'll completely forget where you are because there is no reception whatsoever, leading to a perfectly disconnected experience. And everything about this property has been built and curated to ensure that you eventually leave this property feeling grounded, rejuvenated, and connected to the earth around you. And not to mention, to bring you back to the natural equilibrium and harmony of nature. Ulpotha has been designed with a lot of inspiration taken from the traditional Sri Lankan village. That means there is no electricity and everything has been built with organic materials that have been sourced from within the property. Now guests usually come from 1 week to 2 weeks to get the full experience of the Ayurveda as well as the relaxing benefits that you get from living here. So we are here for 1 week to see exactly what all of that entails. And if you are interested in visiting Ulpotha, make sure you check the link in the description. At the center of Ulpotha is the Valava. Now this place is like the heartbeat of the property and is where everybody communes in the afternoons and in the evenings for meals and just to spend time together. Now when Ulpotha began, the structure of the Valava was present, but it was in ruins, and so they began refurbishing it. But what really inspires me is how true to time the refurbishment is, down to the wooden pillars, the doors, and even to being housed by a number of antique furnitures. And over here we have the Ambalama. Traditionally the word Ambalama used to mean a resting place for travelers where they would stop on their journey and share a meal. And this is a good name for this place because all the people who are here are travelers from all parts of the world, and they're all resting here at Ulpotha. And the Ambalama is where we all share our meals together, where they lay out a beautifully large paduru mat and serve all the delicious curries and meals on clay pottery. Now we've already had a few meals here, and what's really special about this setup is how everybody gets onto the ground, kneels and serves their food, and it's the little conversations we all share while serving our foods on that same floor level. And then how we all take our meals and sit in this U-shaped seating. We can see everyone's faces, you can converse with the person next to you on both sides, creating a really communal and bonding environment. And doing that every day, 2 meals a day, for a week or two can really be a strengthening experience, and it's also a very special human experience, to be honest. Good morning guys. So today I want to show you our bathroom setup here at Ulpotha, and what I really love is that each bathroom is so unique and different to the other one. No two are built alike, and they've really taken some liberties in being creative with this. And about 2 to 3 huts will share a bathroom as well as a shower and a bathroom. Interestingly enough, these are the only places on this property that you do find locks. Also, I made a little mistake earlier. I meant to say toilets and showers. So these are just toilets. They have sinks so you can brush your teeth, and there's 2 of them here. I just love how every single thing in here is built out of something organic. Even the taps are brass, copper. Even the knobs that you turn the shower on have a wooden stick on it, so that authentic natural feel is there throughout the property. So now we're heading to the Ayurvedic center, which is a part of Ulpotha. It's right in front of the main house. And as a part of your stay, you're entitled to a free consultation. So I'm about to go inside and have my consultation. And through this consultation, I'll be able to find out what my doshas are. There are 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. Usually we're trying to reach a balance of all 3 energies. And so with the information that the doctor gives, there's a number of treatments inside, ranging from Ayurvedic massages with herbal oils and sauna treatments with herbs, all depending on what your special reading is going to be like. As you can see, it's like a small village in itself here. You have a place to press your very own oils, cold press it. You have the Devale here, which is the place where once the oils are freshly pressed, they will spend some time here and they will get some blessings, I suppose, from the gods as well. This is all traditional work here. And they have the main house over here. That here is the sauna, which is powered by wood fire. You can see from the burn marks at the bottom. The place in itself has a energy of healing because it's so one with nature. It doesn't disrupt it in any way. Even the house here, the Mahatya's house or the doctor's house, you can see how it's been built without cutting down the tree. Instead, the tree is a part of the structure. And that goes down to the basic ethics of this place, to be one with nature, to be a part of nature and to go back into nature. So we are now going to the Kade to get a small snack. The Kade is where we all gather for most meals. And right after that, we will be going on a small hike where we will be going to the meditation spot for today.
Now the problem are these 3 guys. These are the gunas, the fundamental building blocks of the phenomenal world, which are in a constant state of flux or turbulence. So hence again, all these yoga exercises are designed in order to still that turbulence. Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Now, so you curl it up. What we're using is the tip of the thumb, the tip of the ring finger and the tip of the pinky finger. And those you place against the nose, just where the bony bit ends and the fleshy bit stops.
Without a doubt, the best thing about this property is this magnificent tank that borders Ulpotha, and is actually its namesake as well, because this tank is filled from a natural spring that is found in this area. And Ulpotha means a natural spring. Isn't that fantastic? And there really is something special about this water. When you get in, you can feel how silky smooth the water feels, as well as when you get out, your skin is so soft and so smooth, and you can immediately tell that it is full of goodness, full of natural bacteria and microbiomes that make it really incredible. It is also the water that is filtered through the entire property. It is used for the irrigation of the organic, delicious food that you eat from their gardens. So there's something really special about this tank, and it's also an opportunity for you to take a dip and have a bath the way the kings did, because why would you want to bathe in a bathroom when you have this gorgeous, gorgeous environment to get your bath in? we are going to be heading into our yoga class. This is not my first one, but I've been enjoying them a lot. Before that though, I wanted to get something warm to drink, so we popped over to the kade, and this is the beautiful kade. And one of my favorite things about it is the fact that it is completely and almost almost 100% accurate to the old school kades that you would find in the village. There's a very famous television series called Kopi Kade, and this reminds me of that kade. So they've done a really good job in recreating it. Having some kottamalli tea, you can grab some tambili from here, and this is where we'll have breakfast eventually as well. But now, off we go. So the yoga classes here take place twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. But the really good thing is that you never feel like you're in a boot camp or any kind of obligation to attend these classes. You're allowed to have this experience as you please. So there are a lot of people who do attend all of the classes. Some will skip maybe and do one a day, some will do every other day. It really depends on what you want. It's important to know that when you come here, you're not restricted to following a certain itinerary. It's all up to you. And as much as I would have loved to have attended all of the classes and really become consistent in my practice, we did attend a few and then we had to stop because we were running around filming. So I'm very excited to go back to class again. The great thing about Ulpotha is that every so often they have new instructors, new yoga instructors coming in and teaching for a fortnight. And this week, these 2 weeks, we have the lovely Lara here with us. She's an amazing instructor. I'm really enjoying your classes.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Lara Baumann. I'm the founder of Quantum Yoga. Quantum Yoga is a method whereby you learn how to recognize the optimal yoga sequences for yourself and your Ayurvedic Prakriti. So we use Ayurveda in assessing what the ideal practice is for the individual in Quantum Yoga. I also lived in Sri Lanka for 6 years, down in Galle. I love Sri Lanka. I now live in Ibiza. So I've been living in Ibiza almost 5 years now, but I come back to Sri Lanka every year. And what is it that I love about Sri Lanka? I mean, most of all, I love the nature. There's the nature like you find here, you can barely find in any other country. The food, of course, is amazing. I love my tambili in the morning and the animals. And then, of course, the people are so friendly, like yourself.
One last question. Like you said, you've taught all around the world and you've traveled quite a bit. But what makes the experience here at Ulpotha different or stand out from some of the other retreats that you have taught at?
I've always said when you're so cradled by nature, that definitely supports your yoga practice.
Yeah.
It is truly quiet here. I mean, other yoga retreat centers, you know, are in more quiet spots, but still you have a road nearby or airplanes going overhead. Here it really is truly quiet. The staff here are so used to it because Ulpota has also now existed for so long. They really know how to handle the yoga groups and look after you without being in your face or in any way intrusive. It's the fact that there's no electricity and very little Wi-Fi and reception only supports the practice because students find it very difficult to disconnect. It's the best thing because it's only when you can stop checking your phone, stop checking your inbox, that you can actually draw the attention more towards yourself and what's really going on, and then overcome that busy mind, because the aim of yoga is yogash chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is the stopping of the mental turbulence. Yoga is the stopping of the thoughts turning around in your mind. Now, you can only do that if you don't constantly take in out a stimuli. So here, you're really able to do that in this quiet, with the nature around. You slow down. Of course, again, the vegetarian diet really supports the practice too. And then we have, Giles and Varen and the Ulpota team have done a great job at choosing really good massage therapists to support the practice. With quantum yoga in particular, because again, we use Ayurveda in our assessment methods. The whole quantum approach is based on Ayurveda, it helps to have an Ayurvedic center here, of course. So no, it's not all yoga centers can offer quite what Ulpota can offer, and it's so clean. I mean, I haven't seen any rubbish lying around anywhere. So you know, it's very special.
Awesome, thank you. Behind me, what you see is Ulpotha's very own organic garden full of fresh and nourishing fruits and vegetables that they grow here. And to be very honest with you, I don't know how to stress this, but the food we have eaten here, other than being some of the best vegetarian food I've had, has been absolutely delicious. Every dish and every vegetable that I've tried really just tastes so much more flavorful, and it just feels really good to consume. And I really do think that that has something to do with the fact that it's organic, because even something as simple as a tomato tastes sweeter and juicier and more delicious here. And it's been a treat to eat some of the amazing food that Ulpotha has been cooking up for us. We have with us Giles, who is one of the co-founders of this lovely property. Thank you for having us. And I just wanted to ask you, how did the idea for Ulpotha come about? And in contrast to the original idea, how close or far are you to what it is today?
Well, if you go back a very long time ago, once upon a time, in 1994, a very good friend of mine, Viren Pereira, he came and bought the land with a third partner of ours, who's unfortunately since passed away, called Mudiansa Tenakun. And between them, they had this concept of recreating a traditional Puranagama village in Sri Lanka. But I came along about 2 years later in 1996, and we rebuilt the old manor house here, and we built some kuttis, mud huts in the area. We didn't really know what we were doing or how we were going to fund it or anything. We were just enjoying the place. And then in 1996, I met a yoga teacher who brought a group. And the rest is history. Well, we had a group, and it was a wonderful group. We loved it. The villagers loved it. The guests that came loved it. And we thought, well, that's a way of sustaining the place, is to have a few groups a year. So now, all these years later, we have groups that come mainly to do yoga, although we have Ayurveda, and you can just come and relax with a book or watch the birds or swim in the lake. But most people come and do the yoga, and we have, I think we're open now nearly half the year, about half the year we're open, and the rest it goes back to being a sleepy village, and we grow the rice and harvest the rice. So in between harvests we open to guests.
In between harvests, is there a specific reason why that period, and why take that time off as well?
Well, one of the main reasons is we didn't want it to turn into like a hotel. So the people, the villagers you meet here, who are all lovely villagers from the area, they're not waiters, and you know, we don't want a service industry. We want a place of hospitality. So with 2 sets of times which are open, the villagers, it's almost like putting on a play. They love doing it because it's novel to them. They've had 3 months doing other things. So it makes their life more fulfilling, that they're not constantly looking after, you know, tourists. They're going back to being villagers again.
That's very interesting. I think it's very sustainable for their motivation as well.
Totally.
They have that specific time.
Yeah, and they all do all different tasks. So everyone you see will have done every other job that there is in Ulpota. So nobody is
just one
told to sweep a path or anything. You know, they all have a great responsibility of looking after the place.
Right. Thank you, Giles, for taking the time to chat with us and opening our eyes to the story behind Ulpotha.
Well, I hope you have a lovely week here, and And I hope you have some time in between your filming to just absorb Ulpotha and the specialness of the nature and the softness of the people.
We will definitely try.
Great.
We've now come out on the excursion, and Ulpotha plans one of these every once a week, and today's one is at Hatikuchi. Now, to be very honest with you, this is my first time hearing about this place. It's about 20 minutes north of Ulpotha, and it's a beautiful site here. It is a monastery. The information that I did find about it told me that it is from the 3rd century BC and is one of the top 5 monasteries in the country, up there with Mihintale and Ulpotha. So it's a very important monastery. However, there aren't many people here and there aren't any officials here, and the site is very tranquil and peaceful. So it's really a gem, to be honest. And there's some gorgeous scenery here, some beautiful bathing spots and some amazing ruins. And I think there's a really nice view as well when we go up to the tower. Not the tower, but we go up to the top of the rock. So let's go and see what it looks like. So if my face doesn't give it away, I just finished my massage and I'm feeling absolutely incredibly blissfully relaxed. Today I had a Hawaiian massage, which was very unique because it's so loving and nurturing, and it just feels like you're being scooped up by a wave. It's phenomenal. I've never experienced anything like that. And it's really interesting that even though you are in a village setting and it's all about Ayurveda here, you can still experience some amazing variety of treatments. I had the Hawaiian treatment, of course, and Shehaan yesterday had the deep tissue massage, which really helped his knee. And I'm very excited to try a little bit of the Ayurvedic treatments as well. So there's a variety of things that you can experience here, and you're never going to get bored. And it's a lot of different things that really come together to create your experience and help you to heal and relax and rejuvenate. I think over my stay here, I've come to the realization that 70% of the healing that happens here happens not from the yoga or the Ayurvedic treatment, which those are pleasant add-ons that really enrich the experience, but a chunk of it happens just from living in this lifestyle, in being surrounded by nature and hearing and feeling the wind on your skin. It's in being in the rhythm of nature and sleeping with the sunrise and the sunset and your circadian rhythm falling back in line. It's in having no reception and connection to the outside world. But even more, what having no reception actually means is that there's no disturbances in the air around you. It's like you've been transported to what the world might have been like about 100 or 200 years ago. It's in eating the nourishing, organic food that is grown here on this land that has been nourished by the amazing waters of this tank that borders the property, which, by the way, the water that comes from underneath the earth is so full of minerals and very rich in nutrients. And I really think that drinking and bathing in and eating food that has been grown by using this water definitely has a part on like a biological level to play in how you feel and in healing you. It's also in something as simple as walking barefoot every day all over this property and really connecting back to the earth and grounding yourself. And these are just some of the few things that just come to the top of my mind that have brought me clarity throughout my stay and made me realize that these are the things, this natural way of living is really what does majority of the healing here in Ulpotha. And it's really what makes Ulpotha special, because they've been able to preserve this lifestyle. It's hard to imagine that something as simple as this natural living has been something that has to be preserved now. It's something that's hard to come by, but that really is the answer to all of our problems in modern life, to just go back to nature. It's also about the amazing bonds and friendships that you can make with people who really appreciate this lifestyle as well. You know, spending 1 week to a fortnight with a group of people in this wonderful environment, and you slowly start talking deeply with each one of them. It really just gives you an even better insight and experience while you stay here. And while this experience may not be for everyone, it can be quite bare bones for everyone. To stay in a mud hut can be bare boned, to, you know, eat and drink something that is cooked on firewood only and, you know, takes time to make. But if it is something that interests you, and if you feel like you would really appreciate living and experiencing this lifestyle and the effect that it can have on you, then I definitely suggest you check out Ulpotha, and check out the link in my description, because we will have some offers for you there as well. But in all honesty, this is a place that I have wanted to come for a very long time, and I'm really happy that I can not only come here and experience it, but I also get to share it with you, because this lifestyle is something that Shehaan and I are very passionate about. And we're really excited to share with you that this lifestyle could actually be the answer to so many problems that we experience in our modern life. So with that, I think we've come to the end of this vlog. I want to say thank you so much for sticking with us until the end. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you, and I will see you in the next one.